Hey everyone. Hey, hello to my 5 watchers, to my weekly discussion. This is my fourth attempt at making this video. The first time I forgot to record, the other time I accidentally stopped recording, and then I forgot about my microphone. So I just spent the last hour making content, deleting it, realizing I made an error, whatever. I got it right this time. I got the microphone. I am recording. So bear with me. Yeah, so anyways, welcome to my weekly discussion. I'm excited for this one. This is the UFC White House event, which I've been looking forward to for the past year. But of course, as I always do, I'm going to open this one up with a great opportunity in West Hollywood. This one's a good one. This one might be the best one that I've shown everyone so far. It's a junior one bed, one bath, 550 square feet in between Melrose and Santa Monica Boulevard. Junior one bed, one bath, $23.95, but the rent covers water, trash, electric, gas, sewer, so you can run the AC 24/7 and never pay the bill. It has a pool on the roof and a jacuzzi on the roof and has a view of Beverly Hills, downtown LA, the Hollywood Hills, sunset. This is definitely an opportunity. This is one of those apartments that you move into and you never leave because it's such a good deal. Or you leave after 3 to 5 years because you save so much money, then you buy a condo in LA. This is a stepping stone, an opportunity. And more importantly, you don't pay the bills. It sells itself. At this price point, though, it's probably going to get rented within a week. But if anybody sees this and they live in LA, let me know. And I would love to show you the apartment. I would love to show you this opportunity. I'll leave the ad in the description. So now we're done with the real estate aspect. Let's move on to the UFC White House. Let's open this one up with Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. I think for this fight, this one's gonna be fight of the night. This is or a contention for it. They're not big enough fighters to actually win fight of the night. Likely, that would go to Topuria or Alex if they put on a great fight and finish. UFC has a history of rewarding the main events in these situations, regardless of how great the opening fight was or previous fights. So I overall this fight card, I'd probably give it a C plus, but the event itself, we have to give it an A plus. Fight card at the White House. This is the one and done event. It will never be done again. So let's just take it for what it is and just be thankful this is happening. So I think Steve Garcia versus Diego Lopez, that one, if I had to guess, that one's going to go the distance. I don't know too much about Steve Garcia, but I know they trust him enough to put him on the White House card, and all the other like Ariel, Shaw, Rogan, they're all saying that Garcia is an exciting fighter. So I think this one is near guaranteed to entertain. Bo Nickel and Kyle Dukakis. I've seen Kyle fight before, but I don't know. I've never actually. I can't recall any of his fights. But I think that in this situation, this is just gonna be a classic. Get the American a win, and so safe money's on Bo. I would include him in any one of your parlays. I think he's almost a near guaranteed lock to win. For the next fight, Chandler versus Huffy, I think this is the one fight where the underdog actually pulls through, and I can see Chandler winning. I can see Chandler winning, or at least having the best shot out of all the underdogs to win. Again, I'm just going to go with the American theme. The UFC is going to do their due diligence, and they're going to try to get as many Americans to win as possible. It's a fucked up matchup though, with that Chandler waiting for Connor, but I still think Connor and Chandler probably fight for their both next fights. But as far as this one goes, I like Chandler's fight. I put him in a parlay with Nickel, and for the next fight, Hokit. I think Hokit versus Lewis is gonna. I think Hokit takes it. The only wild card with that, throat sore from all those videos I've been making and then deleting. I think with Hokit and Lewis, Hokit wins. But on the flip side, because Hokit was in a war with Blades, that's the wild card of this one. This one could favor Lewis. And if Lewis wins, it's going to be by knockout. And it's going to be by knockout because Hokit's body is still recovering from the Blades fight. So that's a wild card. I'd be a little bit careful with that one. Let's see. I mean, with all my experience with the UFC betting, I've been watching for like the last, since 2008 when Evans beat Griffin for the light heavyweight belt. That's when I became a fan of the UFC. So I just think that Hoke might have rushed this one, but if his body was able to recover in time, then he should beat Lewis handedly. Shouldn't be close. He should. This one should be either fight of the night or stoppage of the night, not performance of the night. For Sugar Sean versus Zahib, I gotta go with Sugar Sean. Okay, so Nickel, Sugar Sean, those two are the guaranteed locks to win. As good as a guarantee as you could possibly get when it comes to betting. So I would recommend anybody who's betting this weekend to include Sean and Nickel in their parlays, and then you can get creative with their parlays. Like for example, you can do Sugar Sean, Nickel, then you can do like Chandler by KO, and that would put the payout at a much higher payout. And also too, if Chandler wins, it's going to be by knockout. You're not going to sit out the silence for 2 years for McGregor and then just come back for the UFC White House card and then just play it safe. Like, yeah, he lost to Charles. Yeah, he lost to Pimblett. But the wild card for this one is fighting on American soil at the White House in front of the troops. It might be overwhelming for some fighters, and it might give other American fighters the unfair advantage, the momentum. Similar to like when Henderson knocked out Hector Lombard, with the Americans just cheering on Henderson, and you knew in that fight, like, oh, I'm not losing. Where you can see his mentality was like that. So I won't be surprised if this is the same situation with Chandler. But as far as O'Malley goes, yeah, definitely include him in your parlays. For Piera versus Gain, this is where it gets interesting because I think it makes me a little nervous with Alex shooting movies, gaining all this weight, and then moving up to heavyweight for a third title fight, for a third belt to win to become a three-time champion, three-weight champion. I wish he wasn't making movies. I wish he was just focused on the fights. Do it after, dude, not before. I mean, granted, if you're gonna fight for the title, at least it's Gain. What is he? He's 1-4, 1-3 in title fights. This is gonna be his fifth one. So that's my only concern. I stayed away from this. I think that because of once I saw Alex was making movies, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not betting him. I'm just gonna enjoy this fight. My thing too is that with Gain, he eye poked Aspinall, and his reward for cheating is fighting for the title again. So the UFC has shown you if you cheat, you get rewarded. Fucking bullshit. They really do need to implement it. I agree with Schaub on this, where if you eye poke, it's a guaranteed point deduction. This is madness that we're rewarding fighters that cheat. Whatever. I hope Gain loses. Fuck that fucking Frenchman, okay? We're all rooting for Alex on this one. America's rallying behind him, Brazil, the whole world. So let's go, Alex. For the main event, I didn't mean to get cute. I'm only going by logically what I think could happen. And I put a parlay with Topuria, Sugar Sean, Bo, and Chandler. And then for Topuria, I placed the bet that he's gonna, or put in my parlay that he's gonna finish Justin by submission. I think everybody's expecting a knockout. All the memes, all the boards, forums, they're all predicting a violent knockout by Topuria. So Justin already knows he's gonna try to go for a knockout. But this is why I think Topuria's a smart cerebral fighter. He knows everybody's thinking that. I think he goes for a submission attempt and finishes Justin by submission. I won't be surprised if he rocks him, takes him down, and then just gets a guillotine or rear naked choke, and he finishes him that way and then calls out Islam. But I think this one's going to be a fight that we're not expecting. Because again, when everybody sees you coming a mile away, like, oh, he's gonna stand and bang. Well, then I'm not going to stand and bang. That's what my experience in betting and watch the UFC is telling me. Could Justin win? Absolutely. Absolutely. But of course, fighters that are over the age of 35, and I think Justin's 38 or turning 39 this year, they're 2-36 or 2-40 at this point in title fights that are 155 and below. So while he doesn't have good odds, he still has a shot. He still has a shot. And so fighting at the White House in front of Trump, in front of the troops, he could also get that momentum. And I wouldn't be surprised if like some wild events happen, stuff that we don't see coming, because at least two fights are going to offer that. So my money's on Topuria, but I think he gets a submission. If you want to bet Justin, bet him by knockout. Bet him by knockout and then throw in Sean and Nickel that's a juicy payout right there. So if you're a Justin fan, by all means, take him by knockout. But I really do hope Topuria wins. I think Justin's an asshole, great fighter, entertainer. I appreciate all the words he's given us, but I just don't like how he's making it personal in this fight, talking about Topuria's wife, making fun of his height. It's like, dude, we don't need fabricated beef before a fight. Let's just enjoy this. Two elite fighters fighting at the White House, and I'm with it. So those are my picks. I hope you all make some money this weekend too, or at the very least, just enjoy the fight card. Because again, this is a once in a lifetime event. Let me know about the apartment if you want to view it, and just let's all have a great American weekend. Let's hope the whole world comes together and we just enjoy all American violence this weekend. So I'll see you all next week, and I'm looking forward to this one.